Okay, now we want to focus on a key part of Election Day, calling the winners of some pretty tight races. I want to bring in our Matt Gregory to talk about how this works. And Matt, first up, who projects the winners here?
Right, so Lorenzo, first on election night, there's actually no federal body or state body that steps in to declare winners. So since 1848, the Associated Press has taken on that role. So I spoke with someone from their team to get insight into the process. Now, the first election where the AP declared a winner was between Whip, Zachary Taylor, and Democrat Lewis Cass. Taylor won with 163 electoral votes and only 47% of the popular vote. Now, ever since then, the AP has worked in that role, and they call congressional, presidential, governor's races. Even you'll see on election night some local races.
Yeah, so they've been at it for quite a while, huh? All right, so take us behind the curtain as well. How does the AP determine the likely winner of a race?
Well, it's important that I know that the AP does what are called projections. And basically what they're looking for is as the votes come in and one candidate takes the lead, at what point does that lead become insurmountable to the other party? And then you compare that lead with how many votes are left to be counted. When the lead is too great, they call the race and project a winner.
All right, so even with that said, we know sometimes it can take days to count all the mail-in and absentee ballots, but the AP, we know they can still make some projections right away on election night, right?
Well, yeah, the AP does not call races that are too close, and they don't call them before the polls close. This is all data-driven. So first, looking at the votes counted and the votes left to be counted, then they compare those with a range of data from historic voting patterns to voter registration stats, surveys of the electorate, and then they compare that with the remaining precincts before they make the call. So if the race is too tight, they're going to talk that over directly with election officials locally. And the standard the AP told me is they hold themselves to 100% correct. So 99% isn't good enough when it comes to something like this. And they've learned a lot over the years. If you can recall back in 2000 during the Bush v. Gore race, there were some issues there. Since then, they've learned significantly. So it's something that we'll be keeping a close eye on here at WUSA 9 next Tuesday night.
Yeah, they got to get it right. Matt, thank you.